Hey guys, welcome back, or welcome if you're new to Corey's Nail Diary. We talk about books, nails, and everything in between. Today is officially day 15 of Bookmas, and I showed you guys yesterday the book that I was going to marathon read, and I'm happy to say I have finished it, so let's get right into it. I will say this review is about to differ from ones I've done in the past on my YouTube page. There will be spoilers for this book ahead, so if you haven't read it might not be the video for you. Click off now. You're welcome. I have finally read Love Light Farms, and I get why people like it. But I feel like to begin this review, I need to just start with my overall rating of this book. I understand how some people would see this as like a 5-star read, but for me, I gave it a 3.5. I feel like if I wasn't in the situation where I wanted to read a full book in a day, I wouldn't have gone through this book as quickly. I definitely also picked this book up and decided not to read it after picking it up because I recognized a lot of what I had already read. So I had jury duty today and I was like, okay, let's see how much of this I can read when I'm there. I was moving through it so slow because it didn't like grab my attention right away. That's just me as a reader. I'm not really sure if other people have this same feeling with this book or not. I mean, this is my second ever BK Borison book that I've read. The first one was First Time Caller, which I really liked. And I liked how she does like drop you into a situation immediately right off the bat. But this one just like didn't seem interesting. So our main character, Stella, is the owner of a Christmas tree farm. She like owns it with two other people, Layla and Beckett. And basically she like doesn't tell things to people. She like doesn't tell them that they're actually not doing very well right now when it comes to the money that they're making. And basically to solve this problem, Stella signs up for a social media contest with a very popular influencer, and she said that her and her boyfriend bought the farm together, run the farm together, right? The beginning of the book is basically her saying to Beckett and Layla, hey, I signed us up for this. There's only one issue, and that is that I don't actually have a boyfriend. So what am I gonna do about that? And at the beginning, I thought that Beckett was going to be the love interest, but that just like wasn't what happened. She has this other friend, Luca, who she's known for about 10 years, and she's like, I'll just ask Luca to do it. And everybody around her is kind of like, yeah, you'll ask Luca to like be your fake boyfriend. So Luca agrees with it, and like since he had agreed, she kept being like, oh yeah, like remember, when this is over, like we have to go back to being friends, because her whole hesitancy here was that she was afraid to lose their friendship, which is a fair thing to worry about. But for him, he kept being like, when we get there, we'll figure it out, you know? And she never really said much about it. So a lot and a little happens in this book, because her and Luca basically start like living together, get to know each other in a very intimate way that's like more than just friends. But during that time, the farm's losing money. She has to open up to Beckett and Layla about the farm losing money. And then Evelyn, the TikToker, comes in, and she basically has to like do all these things with Evelyn, and then her and Luca have to pretend to be together. And there's also like a mystery of someone who had broken into one of her barns, which I felt like that storyline kind of was nowhere. Like it felt like it didn't really make sense to me, but okay. And ultimately in the end, in the third act, this should be no surprise, cute little third act breakup where she is just unable to communicate like an adult. Like, I'm not gonna lie to you guys, it's very much a thing of like her and Luca just got it on, spent a night together, and she's like, so, and he's like, I'm moving out of New York, and she's like, oh my god, that's so exciting. Where are you going? To Delaware. Oh my god, it's only a 20-minute drive. And Luca's like, come with me. You can help move me from New York to Delaware. Come with me. And she's like, oh, but like that's on Tuesday, and like after Tuesday, like we won't be fake dating anymore. Like, why would we want to do that? And he's like, so yeah, it basically takes like literally everybody, including the TikToker, to make her understand that Luca actually has feelings for her, which I could have told you in the third chapter when he agreed to fake date her. That really was annoying. But I'm happy that they end up together in the end, which is good. The tropes in this book are friends to lovers and fake dating, which I enjoy both of those tropes, so that was good. I just thought like the momentum of this book was kind of slow. I like don't feel like I was really being pushed into really understanding it or reading it. I was just like, okay, whatever. And it could have been how fast I read it. I don't know. I started this book this morning at like 9 and I finished it at like 5 p.m. literally. So and that's me on and off reading it too. So yeah, this got 3.5 stars for me. I think it's funny that before Bookmas really began, I was like, I am not doing any challenges like throughout all of Bookmas this year. So you guys can thank the government for calling me in for jury duty, or else this challenge would have never been done. Thank you to my boyfriend for picking this book for me to read. And yeah, that's day 15 of Bookmas. You guys, let me know in the comments down below if you've read this book, if you like this book. I'm curious in the tea here. And make sure to come back tomorrow for day 16 of Bookmas right here on Corey's Nail Diary. Thanks so much for tuning in, and go and find me somewhere else on the internet as Corey's Nail Diary on Instagram and TikTok. Bye.